Don't do it. Don't do it. No. Share my videos. No, I won't. I won't share your videos or hit like. You better. Get him, T-Rex. Welcome back to SOS. I'm Stats Aren't About Us. Yeah, I'm feeling kind of crazy this morning. So, my 3-year-old put freaking pretty princess stickers all over my coffee cup this morning, so I'm going to use this. It'll be alright. I will survive. Alright, let's talk about OPSEC. Alright, so a lot of you want to contact me and stuff, but we're going to get into this really big picture of things, okay? Not too big. I don't want to scare anyone. There's too many fearmongers already all over the place. I know people kind of touch on stuff like this topic here, but not really. Not to where I want to take it to another level. All right, so we're invaded by another country. Woo! It doesn't have to be that way, right? It could be for several different reasons. Look at all your different types of hurricane disasters and stuff like that. Let's see. Look at Katrina and things like that. Look at people getting disarmed for no reason, just getting disarmed because the government knows what's best for you. They want to take your stuff away so you don't hurt yourself with it. I mean, there are going to be people that are looting and robbing and stealing, and they're going to come to your house and start taking your stuff and robbing local convenience stores and robbing stores and places like that. And if you go taking the firearms away from everybody, then But you know, when it goes into like the government type stuff, I mean, look at what they do with food. I mean, for example, like with canning, they don't recommend this and they don't recommend that and don't do this and don't do that. That we want you to buy products in stores. We don't want you to know how to make your own stuff and grow your own stuff and can your own stuff. And I can go on and on about this. And like bugging in and bugging out, and then say, for example, there's planes with jammers, and those jammer type systems and things like that can send out an EMP to small cities so that they can capture that one city and then move out into the territory and start start disarming the citizens. One thing to think about. I mean, if you ever notice that things have started shutting down, communications have shut down, your ham doesn't work, your radio station doesn't work, all these different things. If you start noticing a lot of strange activity like that, it's probably time to move, and it's probably time to move fast. OPSEC is one thing you need to practice with, especially now in the South, in country type environments where people live way out in the sticks and stuff like that. Some people choose, may or may not, to get camera systems and things like that, secure their house better. Some people do it, some people don't. Hang on a second, my dog is barking. Hey, one more thing for security. A dog, right? Man, my dog will let us know everything's going on. But yeah, that would be one more security item. Now, like Harbor Freight and stuff like that, security items in that place, there's all sorts of stuff you can buy. I'll do a Harbor Freight video for you guys. I'll go in there and I'll start doing that stuff. I've got a lot of stuff coming up this week. And later today, I'm going to play around with alternative fixes for arrows. I had an arrow go completely ballistic, and so I repaired it just messing around. I repaired it, duct tape fletchings and all that stuff, and even came up with my own. So basically, I just made an arrow out of it. Now I've had made wooden arrows. I'm going to get into that, but later today, I'm hoping to go outside. I'm going to post a freebie video again for you guys today for shooting, for bow shooting and stuff like that. Back to my story. So I have a story of a prepper friend. Okay, he lives out in the sticks, way out, and a bunch of punks driving around spotted his place and thought it looked like a place that they could probably bust into and see what they could get out of it, see what they could find. They're desperate, and it's just something to keep in mind. So they go out there, notice he's gone, bust into his house, take his guns and took out. He didn't write down any of the weapon serial numbers or anything. Now, one thing to do, he's still trying to track those guns down. So that stuff happens, right? He's got kids, they're in school, everybody's gone and stuff like that, you know what I mean? It could have went way worse. Like one of the kids could have been home, like a teenager or something. It wouldn't have been a good thing. It's stuff to think about, right? Security items. Dogs are always a good thing. Dogs are always a good thing. Now, so he's still trying to track down those firearms. Now, one thing to consider, this just goes into other stuff that I'm getting to with OPSEC. All right, so I take an Excel document. I pull up Excel document, and I will type up all my stuff that I have from caliber, rifle style, everything, serial number, all that jazzy stuff, and I put it all together in an Excel document, and I keep it in a separate place. I even have a copy of that in my wallet. I carry it around with me just as an indicator. This is what I own, type thing if anything ever goes missing. But I have a gun safe. I've been doing this for a while. I have to have a gun safe for what I do. But a good gun safe. Don't get a cheap one. Liberty safes are good. There's all sorts of good safes out there, and a lot of good places to buy one, but you're going to need one. If you're getting into prepping and you're buying some high quality stuff and you're proud of it and you love it and you don't want to lose it, and that's just what you need to do. You need to take those steps and secure your house. Better securing your house is very important. So going into another wave of this story here. All right, so there's that. Now, OPSEC. Do I want everybody coming to my house and stuff like that? No, I don't. If you ever heard of like the tactical walls, where you hide stuff in the wall and you hide stuff here and you got stuff under the, you got like Beretta pistols under your house and there's a secret place to get to it, and then you got this stuff where they've got a stairwell going up and then you flip the stairwell open and you've got all your guns stashed in there. Well, it's not going to be hidden in plain sight if you go telling all your friends about it. You go telling all your friends, hey dude, check this out. Billy's like, hi man, hey Stas on badass, I got this thing that slides open. Come over here and look at this. It's not a good idea to go showing everybody. Billy would do that. You don't want to go showing everybody all the stuff you have, right? That's one thing to keep in mind, all right? And that goes with food preps, all that stuff. If you're a prepper and you know some stuff, people I know I know stuff, and they talk to me about stuff, okay? I'm already attached to a MAG, a mutual assistance group, and the best place to start when you're starting one is just start with your family first. Work with your family first, and then go from there. Some people are not that on board, and then if you go attaching yourself to a group of people that you don't really know, it's not going to be good for your family and stuff, because you don't know really where they really stand when something bad does happen, and you're going to this group like, oh, well, we're here. Well, we don't want you here anymore. You know what I mean? It could go different ways. I don't know. Large magazine. Then he wrecks it. Yeah. All right. Anyway. All right. Whatever. So, we don't want you anymore, boy. Get on out of here. So you got that could happen. There's all sorts of issues that could go wrong with that. I'm just throwing it out there. But family is always a good, strong foundation for building a mutual assistance group. Really strong group. Now, if you have one, you can have them all over the United States. It doesn't matter where they are. They can even be in other countries. It doesn't matter. But if you're going to start one, work with your community and stuff like that, and help the fire department, be a volunteer, do different stuff, learn stuff, educate yourself if you're going to do it. That way you can incorporate training into everything. Also, it gives you cool accesses to different areas for gated areas that are locked up for fire and exits and stuff like that. Something to keep in mind, just throwing it out there. But now, an invasion from another place. Now, me, personally, this is just stuff to think about, guys, gals, children of all ages, dog, cat, whatever. So, for me, like, if something disastrous happened like that and I started seeing all the signs And, you know, you're going to notice the weather's a little different outside, right? Some explosions going off or whatever, some machine gun fire. Like, man, does that sound like rain? Billy's over here. Hi, I think they got a parade going on outside. It's going to be a little different, right? That's when you know it's probably time to roll. But it's not going to get set up like freaking Rambo is going to have the watchtowers all over the place and stuff, barbed wire and razor wire. All that stuff's not going to happen overnight, right? Oh, it could. I mean, like Red Dawn, right? Now, me, I've showed you in way earlier videos where I usually keep my food preps in, I used to do like Rubbermaid containers, these big Rubbermaid containers. Sippy cup can grab one side, I grab the other, and we just slide it right in the back of the truck. We flip that back seat up. I mean, I can put freaking almost three quads in the back of that truck. So I just slide all my stuff in there, shoo. And then I keep empty Tupperware containers so that I can throw my clothes in. I hook them right off the rack, shoo, right in there. Throw the lid on it, chunk it in there. This goes like with weapons, ammo, all that stuff, the bow, all that stuff. It all just shoo, right in there. And I can do this pretty fast and just woo. And then now with water storage, 55-gallon drum's going to be pretty hard to roll. I'm just saying, trying to get that in there, and you got like seconds matter. You know what I mean? You get time. It's very precious, and you need to get the heck out of there. You're not going to be wanting to wrestle around with 55-gallon drums. I got a friend giving me some 55-gallon drums. That's going to be pretty cool. But I'm just using that just for some extra storage. But I use like the 5-gallon containers and stuff like that. A little bit higher up, you've got your 7-gallon, 6-gallon, stuff like that. Use those. That way you can just grab those puppies and throw them in there and then, boom, you know, hit that footprint gas pedal on the truck boom, boom, and just roll out. You know what I mean? That's one option to have. But now say they do, say Billy's left in town. I already left and my family left and we went to our location with our group. We're there and we're on the lake, we're fishing, drinking coffee, playing Monopoly. You know what I mean? Not Naked Twister. All right, so back to Billy. Now, Billy did not take my advice. I tried to help him, but he stayed. So he's sitting there at the table, candlelight, and he's playing Monopoly. And, you know, they already played all the checkers they could play. So he's over here playing Monopoly and whatever. He gets a knock at the door, and he could hear dogs. He could hear the sound of diesel trucks outside rolling up. And basically, they bust in, they drag him into the living room, and where are your guns? And Billy tries to entertain him for a little bit and gives him that 16 gauge, that old shotgun he's got. Like, here, take this. And they know that's not it. So they send out the dogs, you know, and they're sniffing around. But while they're doing that, they're torturing Billy. They're making him watch like 6 episodes of Gilligan's Island or something. You know, they got him strapped in front of the TV. His hands are behind his back, you know, and they've got him all zip tied up, and he's forced to watch Gilligan's Island and all those other channels out there, keeping up with the Kardashians. That would probably be a torture for me, but yeah, he straps him into the chair and he has him watch all these scary episodes of that stuff, and then it leads to, well, the dogs found everything and they go bringing it back, and you lied to us, and then they hit him in the face with a buttstock of a rifle, and well, you can take it from wherever you want at that point. I'm not going to say anything bad on the channel, but yeah, it could go really bad. So just say that. There's too many fear-mongering channels. I'm not going to scare you too bad. But anyway, so all that stuff happened. Billy's in a bad spot. Billy just got swept up by the Koreans or whatever. You know what I mean? It could be anybody. I'm just throwing some ideas out there. So anyway, something bad happened. Billy got swept up, and that was the end of it. That's pretty much it. So it's just, okay, so OPSEC, all right. So I get emails from everyone, all sorts of people. Not everyone, but let's just say a lot of people email me. A lot of people email me. They ask me, hey, man, you want to be in my group? And I get all kinds of stuff. If you're following me on Twitter, give me a heads up every now and then. And so that way I kind of know who you are. I get a lot of people following me on there, and I have no idea who they are. But yeah, and then same with Instagram too, if you guys are on there. Sometimes I give hints to the channel and what I'm going to do that day on both of those. I'll post a picture, just a hint, letting you know kind of what's coming up. But I do that on there sometimes just as a good gag. I'm going to be giving away a gun holster. I'm making, this is just something I like to do. I don't care. I don't sell stuff, but I do from time to time might get the urge, you know what, I think I'm just going to give that one away. But I'm going to be making a gun holster on the channel, and I'm going to be giving it away to one of the subscribers. It's just cause, and I'll tell you more about that when I do the video. But I've got my stuff kind of laid out. I'm just kind of going through my leather and stuff and making sure I've got enough for it. But there's another leather crafting video. Spoiler! But yeah, another leather craft video coming up. And this afternoon I'm hoping to give you a bow video. So, alright, so you're watching SOS. I am Staff Sergeant Badass. Have a beautiful, fantastic, fabulous day. Take it easy.